Hello, Gabe. How's it going? Hi, Paul. Nope, Gabe got in there first, but you're close. How you guys doing tonight? Hello, DJ. Close second. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Glad to have you. I'm really tired. I am just not sleeping well. I'm not sure why. So I'm really tired, but I thought I'd come on for a little bit. But I gotta be up so damn early. So I'll probably duck out pretty quick. Friggin' smoke and the heat is what's got me questioning my choices. So I totally feel that, but I don't have to deal with the smoke. I feel bad for everybody that does because I hear it's causing lots and lots of problems. But this heat is stupid, and it's only going to get worse this week. Or at least that's what they said for us. It's going to feel like 110 in the shade later this week. I thought, man, I do not want anything to do with that. You must be in one of the Northeast states or northeast of me. Oh, looky there, Uncle Alert. Big W for Allie. Thank you, Allie. We appreciate the gift. Definitely appreciate that. Everybody click on the purple box and leave a like. Miss Michelle. Gabe, babe, how are you feeling, Gabe? What's the latest scoop? Oh, he probably got hurt. That can have you here in Chicago. It's getting better though. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I've been seeing it on the news, and then even my one of my favorite YouTubers, he goes by Penguin 6. He's a photojournalist in the DC area, and I guess it was really bad there. Hello, Mila. How are you? I'm doing okay. I'm tired. I think the heat is just wearing me out. How are you? Terrible, but it does look pretty wild. This isn't the first time we've had this. So, yeah, and it's kind of like with California. If they would clean things up, they would be able to prevent that better. Not that they'll be able to prevent it 100%, but that we have countries that have nothing but forests, and they manage very, very well their environment. And Canada just they're not, and neither does like the western states and all of that. So when wildfires break out, well, now everybody has to suffer in the line of fire, you know what I mean? Not just the people that live there. Oh, we get it real bad. Well, I'm in Muskoka, Canada. So yeah, it's been, oh, you are in Canada. Yeah, I can just imagine that's really bad. Because by the time it gets to the States, it's diminished a little bit. Anyway, people are laughing at Trump for him to, come at Canada for that crap, but it's actually not untrue. I mean, they really must maintain it in a very different way. Oh no, you might be right, Ellie. You might be right. You know what? We live in this society nowadays. We don't count anything out. I'm just saying. Oh, I bet it did, Paul. Yeah, yeah, I can just imagine. You're right, Michelle. Oh, you're in Canada also. Wow, you guys. Oh, so you're really not. Are you on the side? I thought the fires were on or in eastern Canada. Am I wrong? I might be wrong, but I was pretty sure that's what they were talking about on the news. Yeah, we do have some Canadians in here. It's kind of nice to know that we do. Um, we've had it allows for the channel to kind of expand beyond just the USA, and I think that's actually pretty cool. Siri out in India. We have, oh, who's the guy in Pakistan? I can't remember his name. Starts with an N, I think. And Canadians, and we've had, well, Puerto Rico is still American, but thank you, Shauna. How are you? Yes, Canada. I thought so, but then I thought, oh, maybe that's changed. It is nice, Michelle. I think it's actually kind of cool. Yeah, Philip in Australia. We have another one in Australia too, and I can't remember who it was. Mark? No, not Mark. I can't remember. I can't remember names like Tori Lynn does. But Tori Lynn's memory picks up on your profile pictures first, and I couldn't see that thing. She's probably getting to work right about now. I have to work in the morning at my new job. And so I won't be here very long, but I did want to take some time to, you know, just kind of jump in and say hi. Is being extradited to the UK. Oh, really? I didn't hear about that. What happened? What did he do? I'll go next month. Well, maybe that's probably a good thing. There's been a lot going on with the smoke and everything. It would be no less miserable than what you're dealing with right now. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Shauna. I'm excited. I got to go through 20 hours of training. So my schedule this coming week's going to be really funky. So tomorrow from 7 a.m. to noon, I'm training on first shift. And then Monday and Thursday, I'm training on second shift. And that's only from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. And then Friday, I go back. Um, at 8 a.m. So I got to get through the training. So it's going to be funky, but then I will be working essentially the same schedule as Tori. You're good. Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate it. I'm just glad to have the job. I know it's part time, but that's okay. And then I started on the 4th at the car lot, taking my mom's place there um, on Saturdays. So it's been a challenge to kind of learn everything. You know, the biggest thing I'm having a challenge with is actually interacting with the customer, because the goal is to get to know them a little bit and their what they're looking for and all of that. And you would think that would be pretty simple, but no, they toss out simple answers, but those simple answers don't help. You know what I mean? Hello, Mr. Steve. I hope they are looking up. I am I'm kind of at the end of the rope. I'm done. I told my mom today when we were talking, she made me a lunch to take to work with me, and I'm like, "Oh, this is awesome, thank you." I said, "When I get to working, I'll be able to have me some lunches." And um, I told her, she said, "Let's hope." And so anyway, I told her, I said, I don't want to be rich. I'm not even looking at, don't want to have any more struggles. I know that's life. But I told her, I said, "I am tired of being in survival mode. I want that stopped." So we shall see. I want to come out of survival mode. I've never been the type that needs a ton of money. I just need enough to pay the bills. That's it. That's all I care about. Feed the dog, feed me, that kind of stuff. Thankfully, I own the house outright now, so all I have to pay is lot rent, which is pretty inexpensive, but it can be a mountain when you don't have anything. That happens. Thank you very much. I need it. I need those prayers. I am done being a survivor of literally everything. I just want out of survival mode. I want to be in chill mode. You know what I mean? Everything's taken care of. I can sit here and chill. Well, I think I told you what happened in March, right, Michelle? I think I told everybody that story. And I think the reason that I want out of survival mode is because I don't want that to happen again. I didn't like the way it made me feel. Um, I didn't like the way that I felt like I had no options. You know what I mean? Yes, just to be stable. Just be stable. Things are taken care of. I can sit here and enjoy the quiet. But I can't enjoy the quiet when everything is a mess because this chaos continues in my head. Like I said, I don't need a bunch of money to go and do anything. You know what I mean? Hello, Mr. Christian. Are you working tonight? Nice to see you too. Well, good deal. But I do. I feel like if I'm always in survival mode, that makes what happened in March easier. It just paves the way for more trouble, and I don't want any more trouble. I just want chill. And I know it won't happen overnight. I get it. But to be on the mend, that's all I care about. Let's just get on the mend. Get a better road, a better lit road. You guys hear about our 2 soldiers that were killed today? Well, I'm in a better place already just with the one day at the car lot, and then the 2 days a week over at that new hotel, which is another Hilton property. Um, so just with that job and then the one day at the car lot, that puts me right at where I need to be to manage the bills every month. Okay. So the detailing is the extra. Okay. Um, and the extra, which, in a lot of times it could be, excuse me, it could be $200 a month. So that pushes me into our not $200 a month, but $200 a week. Um, we were talking about it. Today was payday for my dad. And even though he got, for selling those 3 cars, he got a pretty good check. He's like, but I'm just going to turn around and give a lot of it to you. And that's true. I'm probably going to have, I'm going to say an eighth of it before the next paycheck. And so that will help with groceries, cigarettes, anything else that I have. And then it'll put me in a better position to stop borrowing or stop robbing Peter to pay Paul. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, those are positives. Yeah, so I feel good about that. If I have time, I can pick up other jobs, you know what I mean? Well, my days off are going to be Mondays, um, because I'll work Tuesday through Friday at the shop if needed. And then Saturday morning or Saturday during the day from 10 to 4 p.m. is at the car lot. Then I'll take a nap and I'll go to work at the hotel overnight, and then I'll go back Sunday overnight. And my dad goes to auction on Mondays. So, hi, Hunter. So, it will be the best time for me to just, uh, you know, take the day off. So, I'll take Mondays off and sleep and get myself back right. But I wanted it on the weekends because being part time, um, you know, when we're doing, I don't do just detailing, I do body work. I help him with mechanics of some of the cars. I mean, there's so many different things that I do. I also shuttle cars to and from the car lot, and sometimes even to and from the auction and to and from the mechanic. So during the week is when all that takes place. some of that on your videos. Yeah. Hello, chosen law. Sometimes 70 hours a week, but it's like you say, it's about surviving. Yeah, and I'm in such serious survival mode, Paul, with everything that's going on here that I want out of that. I want to be out of that hole. It feels like every day that something goes wrong, that somebody's just throwing another shovel of dirt onto me. So I just want to get above that hole, not above it, but level with the top of the hole, and then just get back right. You know what I mean? And and then there is the YouTube income, but that's not a lot. Um, I'm gonna say, well, May was really bad. We didn't even make it to $200, and for a channel with 6,000 subscribers, that's pretty bad. Um, but most months it is $300 to $350. So it's not as much as you guys think. It certainly wouldn't pay any bills. I mean, it would pay bills, but it wouldn't pay all of the bills. It's not like I could go full time. Mondays off, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna need Mondays off just to sleep. But that's what I did when I worked where Tori's at. I worked Saturday and Sunday nights, and then I took Monday off because of auction. So I'm only going back to the schedule that I had before, in 2022 and 2023. Now we're a few years down the line, and I really want to open things up on my detailing to where I could be more service based for other dealerships and body shops and things like that. And so I want to take a few months to get some work under my belt, kind of let things level out a little bit. And then what I'll do is start pushing to have detailing work or body work or whatever come in, because a lot of those auto body places, they hated the sanding, the wet sanding. um they hated prepping the vehicles, taping them off or whatever. We can paint them, we can prep them, we can sand them, and this would help take a little bit of a load off of, and I can polish. So if they painted the car, bring the car to me. It orange peeled. We'll make sure we get it taken care of, and then polish it and get it to the customer as soon as possible. The pile gets bigger, but the shovel is the same size exactly. So that's my plan, guys. I'm hoping that it all goes well. My prayers definitely with those families who lost those two soldiers in the Middle East last night. I didn't want to hear that, but I understand it. So I'm just hoping that everything goes to plan. I've been praying about it a lot. I'm not asking for $1 million here. I'm just asking for, a little hand up when it comes to the work, which was odd. Did I tell you guys about that? I had actually given up on looking for a job. I'd put in all of those applications, was getting nothing but rejection letters. And I even got a rejection letter just a couple months ago from a job that I applied for in 2023. Figure that one out. That right there, that was crazy. Anyway, so sad we've lost some. Yeah, it is no surprise. Um, it's the unfortunate part is it's part of the, but I thank them. Um, yeah, I'm sitting on the porch. I don't really need any light. I got an annoying little one over there. You don't want to keep living like you said in survival mode over the edge regularly, safety, security, and comfort. Yep. What I want to be able to do is okay, this is going to the lot rent, this is going to insurance, this is going to this elect or this utility, and then this to this utility, and then my insurance. And then since all of our phones, Tori's phone, my phone, and Becca's phone are all on one line, I mean, at one account, Tori takes care of that for right now. But it'd sure be nice if we didn't have to fuss with it, you know what I mean? Yeah. Well, and I really hate it when somebody says that's what they signed up for. But then when the person that said it is a veteran, it kind of makes sense at that point because they do. They sign up knowing they could not walk away. They there's a possibility they wouldn't walk away because their fate is in somebody else's hands at all times, it seems like, which would be the commander in chief. No, you don't have to see my face. Have to know you're putting yourself at risk. Yeah. And so I get it that they did, but it still doesn't make it easier for me. But I think Trump needs to be very freaking careful because we're not about to have a another forever war. I'm very grateful to them for our freedom and what they do. Yes, it is. It's devastating, and I feel for those families. And I can't relate on their level, but I know what it's like to lose my kid. You know what I mean? My brother is leaving Canada because he couldn't afford to stay here. He expected the same job another country. He accepted the same job in another country for more money. Wow. So did he have to apply to go wherever he's going or what? Yeah. So I can understand it from the standpoint of losing a child, regardless of the age, but it does not, I can't relate to it on their level. I would prefer not to relate to anybody with that. I'd prefer that it ended with me. I wish it had ended with the person before me and my daughter. Man, my nose itches so bad. I was sitting at the shop earlier. Um, After I got off work, I went over to the shop to charge my stuff up. And while I was sitting there, it got dark, just dark. That the bugs and the lights kicked on and the bugs started coming out. and these little black beetles, little bastards, they started inundating the shop. I was getting pissed. He's doing work visa application deal. He's a teacher and he accepted a job in another country. Which country? Will you still be able to see him on a regular basis? Or obviously you'll be able to talk to him, but and see him on video calls or whatever, but my gosh. Thank you, Allie. Thank you, thank you. Okay. That sucks. But you know what? I get it when you can't afford it. I get it. Acceptance. Well, I sent Tori the link. I'll stay on for another 20, 25 minutes. I don't know if she'll be able to come on. I haven't talked to her. She was going to talk to her boss today. Thank you, Allie. Kazakhstan. Oh, wow. You know what? I've heard of that a million times, but I don't know anything about the country. Nothing. That's crazy. That's a long way. So, yeah, you're right. It will be talking only. Yeah, I don't know anything about that country. Not going to claim to know anything about it. I'm an expert. You're an expert in Kazakhstan, or you're an expert in acceptance. Guess what? They pay for everything. He's going to do well, but he's literally leaving his old life behind. Can you imagine doing that, Paul? I cannot imagine that. Just packing up, you know what I mean? Walking away from the life the only life you've ever known, and going to a strange country. It's not like here, it's not like here in the States where you can go, like I moved to Oklahoma after Jerry died. I ran away. I couldn't handle life here in Wichita. And I had to run away. And it was a very good decision. I'm not going to lie. It allowed me to work through the death of my husband. It allowed me to put my feet back on the ground, which is something that I didn't think I was going to be able to do. But I could not imagine having to leave the only life that I've ever known and going to a place that's by flight 24 hours away. You know what I mean? I'm actually tearing up. Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't do it. I don't know that I would have the gumption to do that. Hello, Mr. Phillip. How are you? Sound dumb to say, but I really do. I love you too. But I couldn't imagine that. I don't know that I would have the strength to do that. Because moving that far away, Paul, when you think about it, when you look at the big scheme of things, he would only be home for a funeral, literally. Unless he makes enough money that he can fly home in the summer when school is not in session or whatever. You know what I mean? Life moves on. I know, I feel that. But I just don't think I'd have the strength to do it. I commend anybody who's been able to do that. Yeah, that's got to be tough. But he had to make a decision for himself that was a winnable, a winnable situation. Sounds like the situation he was in was not winnable. It's all right.
I was talking to Cooper. And so it begins.
What begins?
We're not allowed to make fake reservations because of CRS and property discrepancies.
We're not allowed to make what?
The fake reservations, the fakes, because it says the CRS dashboard says that we've sold. It says we're oversold by or we have available, two single king rooms available, but the property dashboard says no, you don't.
Oh,
And
well, that's
we're
gonna
not,
really mess with people.
we're not supposed to make fakes. And Cooper was trying to explain it to this lady, and she was having none of what he had to say. And he's like, "All right," he basically just told him, "All right, I'll be quiet, whatever. I'll shut up and keep it to myself." So yeah, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, what are you gonna do when you got sports teams that are making reservations and they don't have enough for everybody?
I told Cooper, I said, I'm a little grudgy at the moment, so don't be surprised if I more or less lose my shit over you coming at me sideways.
Everybody's saying hi to you.
Hello. Sorry, I literally I had to go back and get my phone from home and then stop and get cigarettes, so I was a few minutes late. And I just literally pulled up all four windows down, got out, and came inside. I was talking to him. Oh, Aaron talked to George today.
And
He's he's glad that he's doing okay. He's glad that I for sure. What does it say? Um, did I delete the screenshot or not?
so are you saying you're a crab ass?
Nope, not that one. I don't have it. Yes, I do. It's right there. Okay. He said I talked to him today. He's okay. Sounds like he's gonna take some time to focus on mom, which that's needed.
Yeah.
She said he's Definitely, he's definitely glad to be out from the hotel. Midas mainly. He's just really upset because of not being here for everyone anymore, and that's what he's worried about. Is that all of us?
That's pretty
And so
normal.
I asked her, I think, so did you tell him how? I said, did you tell him how we're all handling slash reacting to him being gone? And we're all a little grudgy at the moment.
And what was her response? I told him what?
Uh, she said, I told him
Kevin?
that y'all not. She said that y'all hate him not being there, but like not hate him, but like hate that he's not here.
Right.
He's worried about all of us for sure. And then this here says that Kennedy told me this morning that by the time she got here at 3 p.m., um, they already had everything with his name on it ripped off of everywhere except one. And I told Aaron, I told Kennedy this morning, and I told Aaron earlier, I'm like, I have it, and I hit it.
Oh, on the wall?
The magnet on the door.
Yeah.
Like, if he wants that magnet,
Steve, he popped in last night for a few. He was doing okay. Steve.
yeah,
Hello, Mr. T-Bone. How are you?
yeah. Kevin said he's having, he's kind of the ups and downs, but he's doing okay. Is what he said. Hold on, forgot my stand again. So yeah, this is gonna go over real well. Leave me be. Don't come at me sideways. And it's like, okay, so if we're not supposed to make fake reservations, and the CRS dashboard is off of what the property dashboard says, slash what the availability is in housekeeping, like what vacancies housekeeping says in the computer. So what are we supposed to do? What do you suggest we do? So like, because like, there's the whole having to walk a guest, or having to like our property pays for their hotel room at a different hotel because of whatever problem we had here. I've never had to deal with that. What am I supposed to say? What am I supposed to do? We don't have access to funds to send him to a different hotel. So
Oh, that's gonna cause some real problems. The only way to solve that is to make sure Hilton permanently turns off availability. And most managers don't stay on top of that.
Cooper said that I think he said it was his cousin or his aunt. I think he said it was his cousin. Uh, I forget where he said she is, but he said she's higher up like a higher up in a different state with a Hilton or either a Hilton hotel, branded hotel, or like a Hampton Inn or something. He's like, I've actually had the thought a couple times of calling her up and saying, "Hey, will you come manage this place for a day or two and basically show her how it works?" Because Cooper said he's had to show her
He's
some
had
of
to
the
what?
stuff. He's had to show her stuff.
But I thought she was manager of another Hampton. Man, they just bring any damn Tom, Dick, and Harry off the streets, and they need to quit doing that shit. They need to start promoting from within. That's ridiculous.
Kennedy's in a. She's not at a stressed. She's not at a point of being stressed out. But like the best way I can explain it is like her outward vibe is like an exclamation point. She's like WTF, like for real.
I
She said
wondered if
I'm.
you had,
She says I'm one person in one more person getting fired or one more person leaving away from quitting.
I thought George was the only one.
No, basically because I guess I guess everybody's job hunting now.
What about you?
I told her, I was like, well, if it makes you feel any better, I said, I do have to. I was like, that's one of those big decisions that I can't just make on my own on a whim. And I'd have to talk to Scott first. I said, so at the moment, I'm not going nowhere. Makes you feeling better.
I am worried about it though. Me and Grandpa talked about that today. I am
Yeah.
worried about it because, and Grandpa's like, hey, all she has to do is apply herself. She'll be making 10 times the amount of money she's making now with the knowledge that she's got.
Well, and another thing is I haven't
But
exactly been in the
it doesn't
heat.
make me feel better. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're good. This year and last year, I haven't really exactly been able to handle the heat too well, or the cold. Like I'm like struggle.
That's why you need a temperature controlled area.
Oh, so yeah, I told you last night how I showed you that the market was actually stocked.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Imagine that.
See, this tells me that
Well,
bad weather in Vermont are playing late to get to Chicago. Oh, damn. Well, you
yeah,
made it, I guess. I'm hoping. Made it safely.
paper is hot and I don't like it.
What I was talking about, guys, is Tori Lynn has such a overachieving brain on working on cars that this girl could be a frickin' millionaire in less than 5 years. I'm not even kidding. And I'm like, I'll admit it, I've been so frustrated with her because I'm like, come on, Tori, apply yourself. I know money is not that important, but look at your situation and how much better it could be. You know what I mean?
That's my current challenge.
And like I told Scott, all I wanted was for you guys to get a shop up there where we are. They have three of them that are AC and heat controlled. They're not like mine. You know, my shop is heat controlled. It's temperature controlled in the winter,
Mhm.
but it's not controlled as far as AC. But you know, that big fan Grandpa got us,
Mhm.
that has been the biggest lifesaver ever.
That's my current brainstorming challenge.
That's a challenge. Those are not easy to work on.
Well, first, I discovered that because like it would start and run on starting fluid, but that's about it. As soon as you stop introducing starting fluid to it, it would die. Like it was not diesel was not getting from the tank to the
Oh,
engine.
so it wasn't flowing like it needed to get to the motor.
And he filled it up. He topped off the tank. Well, last night when I was up there, it took me all of maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes to discover that I did a little bit of research and found out where the fuel filter was, which is in the
Oh,
weirdest place possible.
that
The
does
fuel
not
filter,
spray.
the fuel filter is literally right there on the door.
On the door?
Yeah, weird. So
I agree, Steve. And I did not. This is one of those things where it's kind of my fault. I did teach my children. I know they're not children, but they're my children. I taught my children that money is the last thing I want you to think about. Always look at your happiness. Always look at. But at the same time, she's got her children. I know she wants to provide for them better. Otherwise, she wouldn't have put up with the job that she's at now the way that she has.
and here recently, I've also had kind of a in the last few years, I've also had bad luck streak and stuff not like getting stuff fixed, but then it shortly after having something catastrophic happen to it.
I can see that.
Like this,
So
the red and white.
anyway, I told Grandma I was really concerned about it because you've been a saving grace for me with that phone bill.
Uh-huh.
And
I almost forgot about it. Just so you know.
well, I noticed that it said it was split on my card, and I'm going, that's not going to go over very well.
Yeah, I didn't see that until after I had finalized the payment plan, and I'm like, no, change that.
Did you change it?
Yeah, I changed it, and then I changed the. I backed the because the first payment I think it said it was due like on the 31st or something, and was on your card, and I'm like, no, payday's like 2 days prior to that or something. So let's change the card, and then
John. Hi, John Wigren.
what's up? So I fixed the card thing and backtracked the due date on the first payment plan or the first payment to instead of it being on a Friday, it's due on that Wednesday, which is payday. So got that set right. And then
Okay.
the second half of it, like the rest of it, is due 14. You have to set it 14 days or less after the first one. Okay, that's
Oh,
okay. I get paid every 2 weeks, so
I was going to say, is that going to work?
yeah, it's a
Um,
win-win. Because like the
and
28th,
you know what, Philip, I tried my very best to make sure my kids knew you may not have a whole lot in life, but be grateful for what you do have. You know, be grateful for the roof over your head. Be grateful for the car that you drive, even if it's 30 years old. You know what I mean?
cars are weird
So I
but
did
expensive.
not teach them that money was number one. I did teach them, however, that if you've got the opportunity, take it. Now, when I asked Tori if she wanted this job, I wasn't sure. She had been an at-home mom for so long
7 years.
that I wasn't sure it was even going to work for her. But she's been there 3 years, so you know that's an accomplishment in itself. But I just see this being a problem, and I'm concerned about it. Not because I think you're gonna not be able to pick yourself up, but you've really poured a lot into that job and the
Oh,
people.
I backed off of that a lot. Like
Oh,
last
I
night.
know, I know.
Last night I mopped. I probably spent a good maybe not consecutively, not like consistently, but like overall 2.5 hours total. With other stuff in between. Um, Mopping all the tile that was light brown, all those light brown tile. Dumping the bucket, making new mop water, and doing it again because there was like 4 sticky spots that I stepped on and they stayed with my shoe. And I no.
I hate that. I gotta go run potty real quick and look for my dog.
Michelle. Michelle. Oh, is it beyond already? Sticky notes. Ow. Or just paper in general. Let's see. There's a while. Like the one. Where's your remote? There it is. Here, guys. Finishing up my paperwork.
Bella, are you out here? Okay, sorry guys. I'm not here for much longer, but anyway, yeah, me and Grandma talked about that, and I told her I was concerned about it because
I
I
mean,
know if you,
it's always a possibility. It's always there's always a chance of it happening. Am I
but I think
afraid of it happening? Do what?
I think it would be last on their list because it is so hard to replace third shifters. But
Yeah.
at the same time, I know that you're sensitive enough that that would hurt you and you may shut down.
Well, just keep this in the back of your mind. If I come to you and be like, "Hey, so sweet talk me into a position at your place, the one you work at," then you know there's a problem.
Well, if it's available, I will. I don't know. I start in the morning, so we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. I get to work with the front desk manager. I can't even remember what her name is. And then the third shifter's name is Maurice. I know that.
Maurice. All I
Yeah.
think of is NASCAR.
Yeah, his name is Maurice, and he works overtime. Actually, he goes in at midnight every night, and he stays until breakfast is over at 10.
See, me and George talked about the possibility of me doing that, of starting breakfast in the morning while working third shift, and then starting breakfast, and then when 7 o'clock hits, and be clocked in overnight and up until 7, be clocked in as front desk, and then he said that I could even go into the system and change it myself. Of switch at 7 a.m. switching me from front desk to breakfast and just finishing it off. Like, I ain't got no problem with that. I can work at 12.
Yeah, you work 3 12s. That would put you just damn near close to full time.
Well, 32. There anything 32 hours and up average. If you average 32 or more hours a week consistently, like more often than not, you're full time.
Yeah. Yes, it
But
is. It is good help is hard to find. She may be late and we joke about it, but she's at least there.
okay, so since my camera won't flip around, I'm going to write this down on a piece of paper, and I want you to tell me if this makes sense. The property dashboard and the CRS. Okay.
Okay.
Actually, I'll just show it this way. Okay. Property dashboard, 1 and 1 for a total of 2 available, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're not supposed to make fake reservations.
-1.
Nope. 1 -2, 3.
Oh God.
But
Yeah, that shit's gonna backfire.
you go into housekeeping, those are the only vacant rooms.
Wow.
The availability shows 1 available single king, 2 available double queens. Maybe I should just just let fate have its way. And if somebody wants to complain, just give them her number. I'll give Midast's corporate number.
Yeah, Hampton or Hilton doesn't like that shit at all. And if she does not know how to run the system, she's a fucking joke. All managers should know the system.
Yeah, just take the wheel. Be like, all I do is click on the stuff I just click on the stuff I was taught to click on to make a reservation and get somebody checked in and take a payment and make keys.
Grandpa said, we were talking about, he said, "Oh, I'm not worried about her. If she'd apply herself, she'd make 10 times the money she makes there." He said, "And if she can do some of the things that you can't, or yeah, because of the mechanical, because I can't do them. I don't know anything about that kind of stuff." He said, "And then she could help you with the body work and stuff." And I said, "She doesn't know anything about it." He said, "What?" I said, "She doesn't know anything about body work. I do." I said, "It's weird that I know something she don't."
I mean, I can unbolt the fender and bolt the fender back on. I can unbolt a bumper and bolt the bumper back on. I can unfold and unbolt a bumper after a wreck and bolt the straight one back on. I can cut a
But
bolt
anyway,
if it
I
comes
said
off.
she doesn't know it. She can paint with a rattle can, but that's about it. He said, "I thought she knew all that stuff." I said, "Nope." He said that
Damn.
you guys could have a full service. I said, "No, because I don't know enough." I said,
I
"She does still have me on that."
I had to call PD at like 3 this morning. It wasn't an emergency or nothing.
Before.
I finally just gave in and called. I called the actual station, but the little automated thing says if you need to speak with an officer or request an officer, blah blah blah, then just call 911. I'm like, I don't want to. This is not an emergency. But I called them anyway, and I'm like, look, it's not an emergency, but this is what the substation automated thing said to do. Like, I was just trying to see if I can request an officer to come out here and run a tag on a vehicle. Because that one with the hazards on, had
Yeah.
them come out here and run the tag on it. It was a Texas tag, and he's like, see, he's like, here's the bad thing about Texas tags when it comes to when we try to run them. He said it doesn't actually show an actual owner on it. It shows the bank owns it.
Oh,
I'm like,
crap.
well, that's cool. I'm like, I have an idea of who it belongs to. I said, but and I found out this morning when Kennedy got here, he literally just had surgery. So it makes it even worse. But I was like, he's medically complex. Like, it seemed like he had scoliosis, like pretty bad scoliosis. I'm like, I think it's his. I said, but I did not see him with it. I did not see him get out of it. Just
Hi,
the conversation.
Stuart.
Yep. It's
At
like just the
some
conversation
hotels,
we had.
because they ask you to prepay certain amount of money for all the stuff in the fridge and room service, and they just give you the change back later.
Our
Well, they're
rooms
gonna
don't
get
have
their
anything in
money.
the fridge.
They're gonna get their money.
Yeah, we don't have room service and like that I think you're talking about, like food being brought to you and stuff. Pre-stocked fridges. We don't have all that. We have an empty fridge, and you get your own stuff unless you call the front desk and ask for some towels or something.
You have an empty fridge. Maybe that's changed.
The fridges in the room are always empty.
Oh, I thought you meant in the kitchen.
No. Uh,
Yeah, and somebody turns them some bitches down to freezing.
but I told PD, I'm like, I was like, I'm pretty sure. I was like, he's like medically complex. He's in one of our handicap accessible rooms. I was like, I'm not for sure, so don't quote me. I said, but I was like, I want to say he's got and I drew a blank. I'm like, oh man. I'm like, what is it? I was like, my niece has it. What is it? And the officer was like, scoliosis. I'm like, that. Because I was like,
John, you can have a cigarette, but don't you have enough smoke up there?
right. Uh, and I told them, I was like, based on the
Hi,
conversation.
Stuart. Did I say hi to Stuart?
Yeah.
I don't remember. Okay.
Yeah. Because then I said hi and waved. Um, I was like, I was like, I feel like it might be his, but I was like, I didn't want to go waking him up and getting him out of his room if it's not his. That's why I was trying to see if you guys could run the tag and get a name. And it's like, but based on our conversation that him and I had, It seemed like he was just gonna go like change into pajamas or something, or just change his clothes real quick and like leave to go find something to eat. Because he'd offered to get me something to eat, and I was like, I just ate before I came to work, so I'm good. And he never came out of his room. It's like so he talked like he was leaving to go find food here in a minute and never came out of his room. They're like, oh, okay, well, let's go see.
That's crazy.
And he was good. He fell asleep. He has a little bit of a hard time getting around just because he just had surgery. And according to Core, apparently he drove himself back to the ER because he left his stuff here.
Oh,
He checked out, but he left his stuff on a cart. He eventually came and got it, but
actually, we
um,
just installed some giant industrial fans and blew the smoke out of the province. We're good now. Oh, yep, we remember the raid. How
yeah,
about it, Chris? I don't even smoke, and I've been smoking out here in Chicago the last few days.
yes, we remember the raid. You've asked twice. Don't ask the third, or you're going to get muted.
Why? What? We're not even talking about the raid.
That question's getting old.
Yeah, it is getting old. I don't understand it. I've been going to his channel and watching. He literally just does the same thing we do: is read the comments and all that good stuff, answers questions, looks at other lives and stuff.
Mm.
You're talking right now? No, no, no. I already have skipped everybody. I know here.
Good Lord.
No, you
But
think I'm the
anyway,
rest of them
it is 10 after 12. So if you want to go live, you'll have to go live, but I have got to go to bed. I didn't get much sleep last night because the house is so hot.
The Monday said that. Yeah. Well, why is this today?
Even though I've gotten to a point where I can run the fan, the little fan.
Jesus Christ. I'm going to
Tori, I
do.
messed up. Huh?
I'm going to go insane.
You're what?
I'm going to go insane.
I can. Oh my goodness.
Decline, 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 decline. Third party. Apparently, it's an issue with the virtual card not working. Whatever. It happens sometimes. But why is it on a folio with nothing attached to it?
Oh shit,
Yes, you did that.
Cooper.
No, currently it currently has the guest double charge because they already paid through third party and now they have been paid they've had to pay in person.
Oh, 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 that's going to be bad. And there's something Tori can relate to. Tori, I messed up. I changed the cabin air filter and realized I put it in backwards.
You mean wait a minute. How, how do you put it in backwards? It either goes in
Upside down, maybe?
backwards. How do you do it upside down? Because one side is fat and the other side is fins.
Oh,
You
I
have
don't know.
fat rubber seal.
The only ones I ever changed were like
Yeah, I'm
the
curious.
older cars. They're like a square filter, like what you would use in your AC unit at home.
There's no charges.
Yeah, I was curious about this today and forgot to check. I want to know if mine has a cabin air filter. I don't know if it's new enough. By the way, I told Scott this today. Came to mind. You remember like a few weeks ago, a month and a half or so ago, when there was a few people, asking about our recommendation slash opinion on a decent A to B daily driver car, like first car.
Oh yeah.
You know what? And one of the, I listed a few things, and one of the things I listed was do not get a 2008 anything.
And that's what that one is.
Yep, the Suburban's a 2008. Makes me look damn stupid.
I know.
How does it drop
Away from
down?
the floor motor towards the engine. He put the airflow direction towards the engine instead of the floor.
And how long did it take you to figure that out, John? Because normally you should like test stuff like that
Knowing that
before you put it back
Canadian
together.
redneck, that particular Canadian redneck, it took him a while because he never does anything wrong.
You do. No, see, because a lot of times when you're fixing something like that, because you gotta take the glove box apart or like half the dashboard apart. You get it installed, you test it. You test the part before you put the shit back together, before you put all the plastic back on. Or else you're gonna be
That's
calling yourself
funny.
names.
No, he'll just go, I'm not a mechanic.
So I have a new sticker before you go. I want to show you before you go. I bought it this morning at Quick Shop.
What?
It says sorry, not sorry. I had self-control and did not buy the Band-Aid sticker I want.
Oh.
It's a Band-Aid sticker about the size of this. It's a little bit, just a hair wider than this, but it's about this big. They have it at Quick Shop. I want to buy that Band-Aid sticker and put it on this fender.
On the fender, yeah.
Anyway,
1 year after I just removed it today.
wow.
Oh my gosh.
So that was either you were in a hurry and just trying to hurry up and get it done because you've got places to be, things to do, or you just really just didn't care and you're just like, whatever. I call it good.
That's me. That's me, Michelle. I just throw my hands up. Sorry, not sorry.
And there's one that says, look, I didn't quit my job today. So anyway, so do y'all want me to come back? You guys want me to restart the live with just me so she can go to bed? Or no? My hands are sticky.
Everybody, do you want Tori to restart the live? Yeah, see, he says I never do things like that. I can't believe it. I actually did that. I must have been distracted that day. See, I told you, he never does anything wrong.
John, that makes me think that you're one of them people that you buy buy the brake caliper for the wrong side and say to hell with it, or you remember that you have a warranty on that brake caliper, and you go and warranty out that brake caliper, and then realize that that warranty was for the other side, so you just say screw it and flip it upside down and roll with it. Hi, I'm Tori. I shit you not, I did do that with the truck.
Oh my God. I drove the car today and yesterday. That's up to you, Tori. If you're up to it, it probably won't. I probably won't be on much longer. I need to hit the hay, but maybe other people are going to be on yet and have
No,
energy.
I'll go ahead and restart the live with just me and give it probably 20, 30 minutes. And if I'm just not feeling it or it's just a bust, then I'll quit. And I asked, you know what? Hold on, Michelle. I asked you guys if you want me to restart the live with just me or just call it a night because I can't decide. So don't tell me it's up to me.
You can't decide.
It's like is it gonna be a bust? Like, is anybody gonna come back? Like, he's been kind of dead tonight already. Since I've been
Restart
here.
the live, please. At least he
Okay.
didn't wait 10 minutes to answer.
No, he was just talking about other stuff first.
Oh, yeah.
I got my book.
Okay, everybody. I'm going to go. I need to go get some sleep. I got to do that morning shift in the morning. So, everybody
busy.
have a wonderful, wonderful
Sunday.
day. I will be on tomorrow night if I can get a nap.
Everybody wish her luck and happy thoughts. Wish her luck. And there's
Yeah.
there's a part to that, but I can't think of what it is.
Okay, everybody. We'll talk to you later. Try to stay out of trouble. Bye, Tori.
Easier said than done. Bye. I'll be back, guys.
Okay.